This is my passion. This is Ike's Outdoors. Hey guys, Ike here from X-Stand.Distributed. Today we're here to review the X-Blind from X-Stand. You guys have seen me review the X-Stand Climber, the X1 before. This is a ground blind that they have available. And ground blinds are very important to me because of this young man right here. This is my son Jacob. And Jacob's going to be doing some hunting with me. So, got a little bit of stuff in the box still. So it's very important to me to get Jacob out in the woods at an early age. And this makes it possible. We're going to cover all aspects of this a little bit later on in this video, including how to put it together, how big it is when we get it up, and how, you know, all the advantages and disadvantages that we find along the way. Okay, so I've got the blind laid out here per the instructions from X-Blind. I've got it laid out with my webbing from each side in the middle. I've got my four corners spread out evenly. And the first thing I'm going to do is stake my four corners. What it's got in this corner is it's got 3 grommets at different levels. And what that's for is for actually staking it down at different elevations. So we've got a pretty flat ground here, so I'm going to stake down all 4 corners in the lower grommet. Okay, so I've got all 4 corners staked out evenly. In the middle here where my webbing is, there's a fiberglass rod that runs through here, and what I'm doing is I'm just snapping that together, and there's a Velcro, just a hook and loop enclosure, closing that right up, just like that. Do that on both of them. I'm still recording. So the next thing we're going to do is assemble our middle section, which is made up of this round tubing. Pretty easy to tell it apart. You got 2 ends with these flattened parts with the holes in them, and you got a middle that's got 2 female connectors. We're going to connect those just like that. We got 2 bolts here with wing nuts. Just going to disassemble those, slide them right through here, and then we're going to tighten them down. Okay, now we've got our middle section put together. On the end of our blind is this webbing, this triangular shaped webbing here, and our end piece here is going to go right here into this pouch, just like that. And we're going to push that out, and on the other end we're going to do the same thing. Okay, now we've got our middle in there. You can see how rigid this top is. Our side supports are these adjustable poles here, and they work kind of like a camera, like a tripod on a camera. They just extend out just like that, and you can set your height. So that's really nice to be able to set your height. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that right there, and if I can grab hold of the right part, we're just going to extend this part out and up, lock that into place. You lock it into place down here, and then extend it out up here until we get it to the height that we want, just like that, and we'll lock it in. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so you can see now we've got both of our side poles up, got a nice rigid shape to this thing. Last thing we're going to do is we're going to stake this down on both sides. Put that final stake in there, and then this thing's up and ready to go. So we're going to put this last stake in on the other side, and then we'll get in here and show you the features of this thing inside. Okay, one thing I didn't use in this is this rope system that this blind comes with as well. You can see it's just quite a few feet of rope there with a hook, and what you can do is attach this to the blind. You can attach it here and run that up to a tree just to add some more stability. Or if you're in a position where you can't use these poles, you can use these to actually put this thing up. So it does come with some additional ropes that I just got nowhere to put them, nowhere to put them up here to use to secure the blind down. The entrance over here is right here in front of this pole, which is one thing that I don't really like, because it's pretty easy to come in here and bang that thing, which is pretty solid. I mean, you might knock it over, I guess, but just the noise factor of banging that thing. But you just got to be careful of that and look where you can put it out of the way a little bit, you know, get it a little bit further away from your door. but if you're conscious of it and know it's there, shouldn't be a big problem. The door, one thing I like about the door, got a nice zipper, but you can see the bottom here, there's nothing here. There's nothing. A lot of these you unzip a round circle and you got to step over something to get in. With this, there's absolutely nothing connecting the bottom right now, so makes this a really good blind for handicapped disabled archers. Someone in a wheelchair can roll right in there. Someone with a disability that has a hard time walking can slide right in there without having to lift over something or trip over something. So really like that aspect of it. The next thing we're going to do is climb in here, and you can see we've got quite a few windows here, and they're all magnetic. So we can open up quite a few shooting lanes. We've got some in the middle with a mesh sewed into them. So you can see there, we've got quite a few shooting lanes in this thing, quite a few holes, and I like them because they're elongated and they're oval shaped for deer hunting or for bow hunting. So you've got a nice ability to move your bow up and down. So I really like that aspect of it. This thing's also is a really nice mossy oak. This is the mossy oak Infinity breakup. It's not going to fade. This is fade resistant, so that's another nice aspect of this. The inside is a nice black material, and this is going to be water resistant to a point, so if it's raining you can get right inside this thing and you can stay dry. Nice black interior, so if you're wearing black shirt, black hat, you know, you can get all blacked out, or if you're wearing camo like I normally do, it's still going to blend in really nice. So got the mossy oak in there that's fade resistant, got the black interior which is real nice. Nice elongated windows, which I like real well. And another thing I like real well is they're not Velcro. These have an actual magnet right up here in this corner. We have a nice strong rare earth magnet. You have a magnet sewn in right here, and that just goes right like that right together. So real easy. Now next thing we're going to do is step inside here, show you the inside of it and what it looks like from the inside, as well as talk about some dimensions. Okay, so you can see we've got a really roomy interior. Me and Jacob are both in here. Got a ton of room to move around. I mean, I can reach across this thing with my bow. I mean, a ton of room in here. Take several steps forward and I'm not hitting my head. This thing is 75 inches high, 79 inches long, and 51 inches wide. So you got tons of room. I'm about 5'8", and I can stand up perfect in here. I mean, my head is just about an inch or an inch and a half from the roof, from the ceiling. So we got a nice viewing window here with a fiber mesh over it. Once again, with the breakup on it that is going to magnet. Close that right up. We've got tons of shooting windows all around. But what I really like about it is this. I can stand up and shoot my bow out of any one of these windows. And I can also kneel down and shoot my bow out of any one of these windows. So if I'm in a chair, or there's several of us in here, you know, me and my wife and son will go out several times this year and we'll do some hunting out of this thing. So we got a nice nice variety. If I have to kneel down or have to stand up, I can do both of those things. And here comes Jacob with his bow and arrow. Come here.
What?
So, you know, we can both sit in here and stand in here comfortably. A lot of room for chairs and things like that. Good shooting windows in it. Like the black interior. Like the thought of being able to take him and letting him just roam around and do what he wants to do. You know, as long as he's quiet, he can move around in here. So we've got accessory pockets on under each window, and so we can put a few things. But as far as for a family, you know, this thing's going to be great because we can all three fit in here and all three fit comfortably, which is very nice. No, not crammed around. It's also going to be great for filming. Bring me and a cameraman with us, and we'll have plenty of room to be able to do some filming. Jacob's going to take a shot out of the window right now. You going to take a shot? Mm-hmm. Okay, shoot that target.
I'll try. It's harder than I thought.
Right there, so you can see even a 4-year-old can shoot out of the windows of this thing. So this is the X blind made by the same people who make the X stand, which is the climber that I've reviewed in the past and one that I use real well. Nice lightweight package. Comes in, you can fold this thing right up and put it in the carry case, which is easy to carry. Quick, easy to put up. You can see how it didn't take me no time to put this thing up, and this is the second time I've done it. So really easy to put up. The only thing I don't like about it is it does tend to kind of have a little bit of sway to it. Definitely when I put it up in the woods, I'm going to put it in a position where I can use those ropes to tie this thing in a little bit more securely. So just the poles themselves, they got a little bit of sway to them, and it seems like one is going to get in the way of the door over here. So I'm definitely going to use the ropes when I put this thing up and make it as solid as I possibly can. But as far as being able to shoot out of it and the actual quality of this thing, very, very impressed with that. Love being able to stand up and walk around in a blind. Love being able to bring my family into this thing and being able to do some filming. We do some Wounded Warrior projects with the guys I hunted with, so if we got a guy that's handicapped or in a wheelchair, we have no problem getting him in this blind. Love that aspect of it, of being able to get in and out easily. So this is the X blind, like I said, made by the same people who make the X stand that I've reviewed and that I do hunt with. So we'll be getting this thing out in the woods this year, definitely be giving it some field trials. So be sure to check this out. We'll put their website right here, and for more product reviews, how-to videos, you can check out the X stand as well on our website, X-Stand.Distributed.com. Appreciate you guys watching.